Investing in education for a brighter future. Ladies and gentlemen, education is often described as the great equalizer, a bridge to opportunities that might otherwise remain out of reach. But it is more than just a pathway to personal success. Education is the foundation upon which we build stronger, more innovative, and more resilient societies. Investing in education is not just an individual or governmental choice. It's an investment in the very future we aspire to create. Let's start with the question why. When we invest in education, we are not only nurturing individual growth, but also building a foundation for community progress and global development. A well-educated population is better equipped to tackle complex challenges, whether it's climate change, healthcare, or technological innovations. Studies constantly show that countries with higher literacy rates and better access to quality education experience stronger economic growth. For example, every additional year of schooling can increase an individual's future income by an average of 10%. On a national scale, this impact is exponential. Furthermore, investing in education creates a more equitable society. When everyone has access to quality learning experiences, regardless of their background, we move closer to eliminating poverty and inequality. Education empowers individuals with the knowledge and skills to lift themselves and their families out of hardship. It reduces gender disparities, opens doors for marginalized communities, and fosters social cohesion. In other words, education is the foundation of an inclusive society. Education must begin from an early age. Research shows that for the first few years of life are crucial for brain development, laying the groundwork for lifelong learning. Children who have access to early education programs perform better in school, stay in school longer, and are more likely to pursue higher education or vocational training. By funding early childhood education, we are sowing seeds for a brighter future from the very beginning. This doesn't only benefit the children, it benefits society as a whole by decreasing crime rates, reducing reliance on social services, and creating a more productive workforce. In today's world, investing in education also means investing in technology. COVID-19 made it clear that digital literacy and access to online resources are no longer optional. They are essential. However, this pandemic also highlighted the digital divide, with many students, particularly in low-income and rural areas, left without the means to participate fully in virtual learning. To bridge this divide, we need investment that expand internet access, provide affordable devices, and equip schools with resources to integrate technology effectively into their teaching. A digital education system allows students to connect with experts worldwide, access a wealth of resources, and develop the skills they need to thrive in the 21st century job market. Let's not forget about the importance of supporting teachers. Teachers are the backbone of any educational system. When we invest in their training, professional development, and well-being, we ensure that students are receiving the highest quality education. Alongside teacher support, we also need curricula that are relevant and adaptable in the demands of a rapidly changing world. Curricula should not only focus on academic skills, but also on creativity, problem solving, and critical thinking. These are the qualities that will allow the next generation to excel in the face of unpredictable challenges. We've seen numerous examples of what happens when we prioritize education. Countries like Finland, Singapore, and Canada constantly rank among the top in global educational system because they have chose to make education a national priority. They invest heavily in their teacher training, ensure low students-to-teacher ratios, and foster learning environments that promote creativity and collaboration. Closer to home, initiatives like the Head Start program in the United States, which provides early childhood education to low-income families, have shown that even modest investments can make a significant impact. Failing to invest in education comes at a high cost that affects individuals, communities, and entire nations. Without access to quality education, people face limited job prospects. Without access to quality education, people face limited job prospect, which often leads to high unemployment and perpetuates the cycle of poverty. A poorly educated population can also drive up social costs with higher crime rates and increased demands on law enforcement and social services. Education is linked to better health outcomes too. Those who are educated make healthier choices and have better access to healthcare, while communities with limited education face higher risks of illness and related expenses. Economically, the impact is profound. A lack of investment in education limits the development of a skilled workforce, which hinders a country's ability to innovate and compete globally. This contributes to slower economic growth and widens the gap between developed and developing countries. Education also fosters engaged citizens, strengthening democracy and social cohesion. Without it, societies risk engagement and instability. Ultimately, the cost of inaction is far greater than the investment needed. By prioritizing education, we invest in a stable, prosperous future for everyone. So, what can we do? Governments, businesses, and communities each have a role to play. Governments can prioritize education in their budgets. Businesses can provide resources and partnerships for schools. And we, as citizens, can advocate for equitable access to quality education. We must remember that education is not a luxury. Education is a fundamental right, and an investment and an investment in education today is an investment for prosperity tomorrow. In closing, let's envision a world where every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential through education. A world where access to knowledge is not determined by geography, socioeconomic status, or gender. This is the future we can build if we choose to invest in education today. Let us commit to this vision and make a brighter future a reality for generations to come. This has been Ayman Bari from Malaysia. Thank you for listening.